you for calling out, because I was waiting here because I knew the vote was taking place and I'm answering questions, right? So I want to thank you very much and say hello to our friend. And I will see a lot of you. Thank you very much. We're going to make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
That was President Trump as he's visiting a new migrant detention facility in the Florida Everglades, accompanied there by Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. And we did hear from the president during this press conference this breaking news that the Senate has passed the president's big, beautiful bill. And we did hear some reaction from the president as the media was asking him some of those questions. I do want to take you over to some social media posts that we're seeing here right now as we do read you the latest of what we know. I do want to just change this slide quickly, though, because we are hearing from Vice President J.D. Vance. We're going to see if we can pull up that slide right now for you. He's saying massive tax cuts, especially no tax on tips and overtime, and most importantly, big money for border security. This is a big win for the American people, as again, we are learning this breaking news just moments ago. Senate Republicans passing President Trump's big tax breaks and spending cuts bill by a slim margin, pushing past opposition from Democrats and their own GOP ranks there after this overnight session that we did watch. Again, Vice President J.D. Vance just speaking there, but he did break a 50-50 tie to push this over the top. And we do know the three Republicans opposing that bill were Senators Thom Tillis of North Carolina, Susan Collins of Maine, and Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky. Now, as of note here, the bill does have to pass the House again before President Trump can sign it into law. And Speaker Mike Johnson has warned senators not to deviate too far from what his chamber has already approved. But the Senate did make some changes, particularly to Medicaid, risking more problems as they race to finish by President Trump's 4th of July deadline. We did also hear just moments ago from Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. I did want to share this.
You know, a little controversial, but I couldn't care less. We have a lot of bad criminals that came into this country, and they came in stupidly. It was an unforced error. It was an incompetent president that allowed it to happen. It was an auto pen maybe that allowed it to happen, and it did happen. But we also have a lot of bad people that have been here for a long time, people that whack people over the head with a baseball bat from behind when they're not looking and kill them, people that knife you when you're walking down the street. They're not new to our country. They're old to our country. Many of them were born in our country. I think we ought to get them the hell out of here too. You want to know the truth. So maybe that'll be the next job that we'll work on together. But I think getting them out, we forget about them. We had some bad accidents in New York. And they're not accidents. A little controversial, but I couldn't care less. We have a lot of bad criminals that came into this country, and they came in stupidly. It was an unforced error. It was an incompetent president that allowed it to happen. It was an auto pen maybe that allowed it to happen. And it did happen. But we also have a lot of bad people that have been here for a long time, people that whack people over the head with a baseball bat from behind when they're not looking and kill them, people that knife you when you're walking down the street. They're not new to our country. They're old to our country. Many of them were born in our country. I think we ought to get them the hell out of here too. You want to know the truth. So maybe that'll be the next job that we'll work on together. But I think getting them out, we forget about them. We had some bad accidents in New York. And they're not accidents. Thank you very much. We're going to make America great again. Thank you very much.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Call Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekak Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners, and shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And everything that they bring forth in their executive orders, their legislation, if I'm saying that correctly, Salakia, the laws, all the things that they want to formulate and produce upon the earth is not for you Israelites' benefit. It's completely to make you more oppressed, to make you more poor, to make you decrease. And also to apply pressure on your neck. Okay, now you may see some of the things, massive tax cuts, and those massive tax cuts is talking about for the wealthy, the rich, the elite. Okay, now no tips and overtime on taxes. Hey, that's a small thing. It's a very, very small thing. These are things that they're going to push to the forefront to make it seem like this bill is to benefit all society, when actually this bill is to benefit the new structure, the new governance, the new format of what they're attempting to bring forth upon the face of the earth, man. Okay, it's damn sure not for you benefits of you Israelites, and damn sure not for the benefit of you middle class, white collared Edomites and other heathens. It's only for the benefit, again, of the elite, the wealthy, the rich. Okay, so they're literally going to be taking taxes from the poor. Your taxes are going to be elevated in tax season, tax time, and which the IRS is a complete private entity. It has nothing to do with the federal government. And if I'm not mistaken, the You-Wish people established that. So you're really paying what is that? You're really paying reverence and what is the word? God, man, I can't think of the daggone word, man. What is the word? You're paying a fee, basically. Let's just say it like that. You're paying a fee to the You-Wish people, the small hats. Okay? Because the IRS has nothing to do with the federal government. They just slapped that on it to give you the delusion that it's a part of your government, that it's a part of the system of this captivity. Okay? Okay, but again, Isaiah 10 verse 1, woe unto them, so death, destruction, because everything that they formulate and construct to be introduced into the society, and every endeavor, every bill, every executive order is complete wickedness. It's to completely suck the life out of you, man. Okay, it's only for the benefit of the ones that control this this population, that control Babylon the Great. Okay, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness. And as you see and as you know, you have to go read the bill. And they'll make these bills 700, 800, 900 pages, and they know damn well that the half of the population doesn't really want to read these bills. But if you take the time to actually go through these bills and be patient, you'll actually find the true source of the agenda in the bill. Okay, just like Project 2025, man. If you take your time, I believe I still have that in my files on my phone. If you take the time just to look through it, just be patient to scan through it, you'll see the true source and the true agenda of their attempt to pass that executive order, that decree. Okay, but let's continue, because the real agenda is to bring wrath upon the Israelites, which is he's already declaring, he's already making it known that he's coming for you Jakes, man. He's coming, just because it started with the northern kingdom, so-called Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, is spreading up to the southern kingdom, okay, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man. Okay, so and also to all Israelites, man, all 12 tribes, and who he really wants is the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, the ones that's out here really declaring his agenda, his plans, because we have the blueprint, we have the cheat code, and that's Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Okay, we're the ones out here giving you the truth. We're the ones out here telling you this man's agenda and what he's going to do, man. Okay, the Lord is not going to lie, speaking through his prophets, man. So this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. So they can rejoice and feel comfortable and feel like they're going to accomplish their wicked endeavors, and feel like they're going to be able to proceed and fulfill the agenda of their lustful and wicked hearts. Okay, because the Lord has them in a trick bag. The Lord has them playing checkers while he's playing chess. The Lord is literally setting them up for their downfall. The Lord is literally positioning them for all their wickedness, all their unrighteous decrees to fall upon their own pate. Now that word pate goes into the crown of your head. Okay, roughly paraphrasing the definition. Revelation 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. And we know the sea represents of people and nations. Okay, so the Lord is saying, woe to the rulers of the earth. Woe to those that oppress and are declaring war mainly to his people, because everything else that's happening in society is judgment. The only ones that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is worried about, the only ones that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to have consideration and mercy and compassion for, is the remnant, the predestinated elect, which we hope and pray to be. Okay? Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, what you see on the screen, the devil, the goddamn red, silverback, thin-lipped beast, this savage, this menace to society. Okay? For the devil is come on down to you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And you know, Esau, his blessing is a sword. And again, as I always state and always declare, it also starts with that pen. You know, these executive orders, these unrighteous decrees, that's also a weapon that he brings into law, mischief. Okay, as it says in the, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, I believe, man, you know, let their law be the strength. Let their law be the strength of justice, roughly paraphrasing it. You know, I'm probably butchering it, but, you know, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 10 on down. Okay, so they use their law as a weapon against you jakes, man. And again, they're only going to show on TV what is going to be so-called beneficial and to make you accept what is being done. Because this is past, man. This bill is past, man. It's literally past. Okay, but this devil is literally declaring war against you Israelites, man. Okay, but you know the prophets, Abanawa Ratazah, we are those lively stones. Okay, that is declaring the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We have been telling these things, and that's why we know, and that's why we have trust, hope, faith, belief that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to provide for us. He's going to protect us. Okay, he's going to preserve us from all the perils of evil, man. Okay, so we're not worried about Esau's words, man, because we know his latter end, which he hasn't really considered. Okay, we know the latter end. We know the end of everything that's going to come forth, man. We know what's going to happen, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai has informed us. He has enlightened and edified us to know the things that he has declared from the beginning, right now in these last days. So let's grab this. This is First Maccabees, chapter 2, I believe is what I want. Salakia. First Maccabees, chapter 2. Because you know Esau, he's a big bad wolf to y'all, but he's nothing but an infant to us, man. You know, even though the devil's gonna put Salakia, even though Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna put a very, very furious spirit on him to cause a lot of bloodshed, mayhem, chaos, and death, and no mercy, no compassion, no sympathy. You know, we fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai because he's in control of this devil. Okay? We fear the Lord, the creator and the controller of everything. Okay, the king of over all the earth. Okay, which he has given dominion to his son Yahushai, man. Okay, so this is First Maccabees chapter 2, starting off at verse 62. Fear not then the words of a sinful man. So we don't fear the words of Esau, Edom, 2/3, and these other heathen, man. Okay, because we know that the Lord has our back, that the Lord is on our side, that the Lord is going to prevail over our enemies. And as it states in the scriptures, there are more of us than there are of them. Okay, roughly paraphrase it. There are more of us than there are of them. Okay. First Maccabees 2 verse 62. Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worms. Because right now he's elevated. Right now he's pompous. He's proud. He's walking with his head held high to the sky. You know, he believes that he's untouchable. Okay, he believes that nothing will ever bring him down. He'll always prosper. He'll always rule. He'll always conquer. That's what he truly believes in his wicked, polluted, perverse mind, man. Okay, but he has another thing coming. Okay, again, as I stated, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has him in the trick bag. Verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up. Okay, as you heard, Donald J. Trump say, thank you. Let's make America great again. Okay, so, when with that term, that phrase that he states and says all the time, when he says, let's make America great again, let's put you niggas back into bondage. Let's put you niggas back in the place where you rightfully belong, beneath everybody and beneath us. You're our servants. But a lot of you stupid Israelites, you stupid so-called Salakia, you stupid blacks, Hispanics, Native and Single Indians, because that's what you want to cleave onto, that's what you claim, you're going to find out the hard way. And by then, you're going to realize that what the prophets have been stating and saying through prophecy, because that's the main agenda, the main thing that we have to declare and speak and profess is prophecy. You scoffed, you mocked at it. Okay? You didn't believe it. No problem. All right? 1 Maccabees 2 verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing. And we can't wait to experience and witness that prophecy come forth from Obadiah chapter 1, Job chapter 18, Job chapter 20. All these things that are stated in our Bible, to literally see the vision before our eyes, to witness the complete annihilation of our main enemy, of the man that caused so much mayhem, so much chaos, so much hell, okay, so much of a nightmare condition upon earth, man. And we believe this. And that's why, our flesh may get weak, because these prisons, these bodies, they decay. They get sick, and amongst other things. So sometimes your flesh may overcome your spirit, but as it states, we have the precepts to meditate upon to get us right, to get us back in line. Okay? And Abanawa Ratazah, the Lord is strengthening us every day. But let's continue, because this is all a part of prophecy that's being brought forth. And again, his main agenda is to come at the prophets, man, because we're the big issue. 2/3 of Jakes, you ain't the issue. When he start putting his foot in y'all ass and start slaying motherfuckers left and right, y'all gonna bow down. It's gonna be easy for y'all just like that, and everybody else. Okay. And again, Abanawa Ratazah, man, we don't have the steed of being weak, that we stay strong, that we hold on, that we endure, So Revelation 12, verse 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, okay, Esau, Edom, his corporation, his structure, okay, his draconian measures, everything that this devil is about, everything that's on his jacket. If you know that term, that's an old school term. Your jacket tight. So everything that's on his jacket, he's a very, very deceptible and vile beast. Okay. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. And that's, again, the remnant is the house of David that's being established and built up right now before your eyes, man. Because that's who he's really preparing to make war against. He's really preparing to make war at us. So he's trying to be calculated and pinpointed about everything, how he does it, and the way that he's doing it. And, he also has informants, people set up and everything else. But this devil knows that what we're speaking and what we're saying is the truth. He knows that when he comes at us and he puts his hands on us, the Lord is going to lift up a standard, and it's going to be all, he has to be all in once he comes for us. He can't turn back. Okay? He cannot turn back. Okay? And as Trump stated, we got people that was born here, and people that hit you upside the head with a baseball bat, stab you in your back, this and that. Who do you think he was talking about? When the so-called self-proclaimed white man is the biggest goddamn terrorist, the biggest damn villain here in America and across the four corners of the earth. They're the biggest fucking criminals. But who do you think he's talking about? You Israelites, you niggas, you Latinos, you spicks, wetbacks, savages. He's talking about you. You're the issue. You know why? Because our people keep on multiplying. Our people keep on growing. Our people, Jake is, Jake gets it in, man. Let's keep it clear. Jake gets it in. And Jake leaves it in. Jake don't pull it out. Okay, shit. One of my homeboys, he a Gadite, a Native American. He on his 6th kid. And his kids is a little bit under mine. I think a couple of them are already grown, but he on his 6th one. I got other homeboys that got like 5, 6, 7 kids, man. At the age of 40 going up. Still having kids until this day, man. Okay, so Israel is always producing seed, always bringing forth life, all right? And that's a problem for Esau, because with that happening, a nation that's going to be multiplying and getting more strong is going to be able to conquer you and devour you. Okay? Revelation 12 verse 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach, and that's the remnant. Those are the ones that's going to prophesy, because to have the testimony of Yahushua is to have the testimony of what? Prophecy. Okay, that's Revelation chapter 19 verse 10, I believe. Okay, so those that have the spirit of Yahushua HaMashiach have the testimony in the spirit of prophecy, and they declare it. Okay, they break it down and they upload it and voice it, okay, to the sheep, so that sheep can be informed and prepared. Okay, because as it states in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, things are not going to come at us unawares. We're going to be prepared. We're going to know why, because we're measuring the times as we were told by Yahweh Shai. Okay, but let's continue, because hey, look, man, this devil, man, look, he beating on his chest, man. This red, silverback, thin-lipped savage is beating on his chest, man. He's puffing up at his enemies. And who's his main enemy? You Israelites. Okay? Because you're the issue. You're the main issue. He knows who we are. He knows what we have in store to come in the very near future. And he wants to stop that. He wants that blessing back. He wants dominion over the earth. He wants to create it. He wants to put himself up as God. Okay, this is Psalms chapter 12, verse 5. For the oppression of the poor, because again, all these executive orders, all these bills is to oppress and to apply more pressure, to suck more of the life out of you, to not leave any hope for you Israelites, man. But y'all still don't fucking get it. Guess what? You will soon. You will. Okay? There's no, the Constitution, it doesn't exist no more. And even if the Constitution did exist, it's not for you. The Constitution is not for no regular Edomites, damn sure not no Israelites, damn sure not no heathens. It's only for the elite. It's only for the upper echelon Edomites. Okay? The corporate American Edomite. Okay? Period, man. But a lot of you stupid, simple niggas don't know that, because why? Y'all don't research. Y'all just believe anything anybody tells you. You believe everything that was orchestrated and embedded in this society, that you have rights. You don't have any fucking rights. You don't have no rights. Okay? Period. The only right you have in this captivity is to be a damn slave. Psalms 12 verse 5. For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because again, the only ones that's going to be sighing and the only ones that's going to, really seek the Lord and be needy is the ones that's out here doing the work. It's the ones that's out here sacrificing their lives. It's the ones out here disconnecting from society and cleaving unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's it, man. The Lord's not coming in for those that say Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh, all these other, the diabolical names, niggas. Okay, wicked scribes and Pharisees that's back right now. Carnal ass Israelites. No, man, those that literally are obedient and take heed and do what's told and not go above and beyond because they want to be entertained. They want to have some type of name in society, some type of glorification in His truth. No. Okay, for the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I will set him on safety from him that puffeth at him. So the elect, which we hope and pray to be, is going to be set in safety. We're going to have a shield. We're going to have preservation. We're going to have everything we need in these days to come. Okay? Period, man. Psalms 94. Okay, Jeremiah 15 verse 11. In the evil day, the heathen shall entreat thee good. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Okay, Proverbs 21 verse 16, I believe, or 24 verse 16. Okay, those that please Yahweh Shem Yahushua even make his enemy to be at peace with him. Okay, 2nd Esdras chapter 2. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall not be able to do nothing to thee. Roughly paraphrasing that, man. Okay, but let's continue, man. Because the Lord is going to avenge us, man. The Lord is going to be here for us, man. You know, he's going to avenge the whole nation. But the main ones that he's going to really, you know, put in the work and worry about is the ones that's, you know, doing what was told. You know, again, the remnant, which we hope and pray to be. Luke chapter 18, starting off at verse 7. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect? Because it's all about the elect. You're going to have some brothers that's going to be martyrs for this truth, for the witness of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. But that's not the end of all. That's just, you know, Lord willing, your works do follow you as it states in the scriptures. And also, if you are of those first fruits, those predestinated vessels, you will rise first when Yahweh shall come back. So you'll be in the chariots. Okay? So death is not the end. Really, it's the beginning. Okay? And it shall, so like in Luke 18 verse 7, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him? So crying out, praying, sending up supplications, doing the edifying lessons, reminding the Lord in our prayers, you know, saying this and saying that, even though we know the Lord is going to keep his promise. But hey, man, there's nothing wrong with reminding Yahweh Shem Yahushua what he has declared in our Bible, what he has spoken, what he has written down through our forefathers. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, what did the Lord say in Isaiah 62? Give him no rest, day nor night, until he make Jerusalem a praise upon the earth, man. Okay? So, man, fuck these Edomites, man. Okay, like the beloved Elder Malcolm always has been stating lately, you know, he believes that, you know, these damn devils is, you know, kind of tempted Timmy, so like kind of iffy and scared about moving on us, man, which is probably true. But the Lord's going to put the spirit on these devils to do so, man. Because prophecy has to be brought forth. These things have to come to life. So, Lord willing, we're prepared, man. Lord willing, we have the strength to endure. Lord willing, we are those vessels that's going to be preserved and safe. Which cry day and night unto me, though he bear long with them. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth. And the only ones that's going to have that faith is what? The predestinated, man. The elect. Because again, what these devils are doing, man, they're trying to take away your bread. They're trying to take away your way of life, man. They're trying to put you in a position where you're going to be poor. Okay, because there's no more middle class. It's no more rich and poor. It's only going to be the wealthy. Okay, the top 1% and the people at the bottom. And they want everybody to be at the bottom. They want you to have a certain ration of food, a certain income. They want to take your living. They want to take away your bread, your life, man. They don't want you to own nothing. And furthermore, again, you Israelites, they want you executed. They don't want you here. Because with our people here, there's still a guarantee or a way for us to receive that promise. And that devil knows that he has to take us out. He knows that. Okay, but he's literally trying to take away your bread. He's starting the process of these draconian measures of the famine, of the oppression. They want to start the insurrections and the sedition, man. They have to bring forth the mayhem and the chaos for the people in society to rise up against the government, man. Okay? Esau think he's doing it, but it's really Yahweh Shem Yahushua doing it. So let's close out with this, because the point's made. And Abanawa Ratazah was edifying. So this is Sirach chapter 34, verses 21 to 22. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. And Esau is a man of blood because, you know, it says strive not with an angry man. Esau's a psycho, a madman. He's mentally unstable, man. And he's literally trying to take away your way of life. He's trying to take away, you know, how you survive and how you gain revenue, how you gain those Federal Reserve debt notes. Because that's all money is debt notes. He's trying to take away all these things, man. Because again, what this bill is really about is about giving more money to the rich and more tax breaks to the wealthy. It's not for you Israelites. Okay, you'll find out if we're still here next year, which I hope not. When you do your taxes, you're going to be paying more. It's going to be worse than it was this year. You know, me, myself, I had to pay. I'm like, how in the fuck do I got to pay? I don't make that much motherfucking money. I was pissed. Why in the fuck do we have to pay? And that's what he's doing. So next year, and man, look, I ain't even going to say what I'm going to do, but next year, I promise you, and I'm telling you, if we're still here around that time, when you file your taxes, you're going to find yourself paying more that you paid last year. And the wealthy, him as himself and other ones, not paying none. Okay? So he's trying to take your bread from you, man. He's trying to take your way. They don't want you to have any savings. Verse 22. He that take away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the labor of his hire is a blood shedder. Okay? He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the labor of his hire is a blood shedder. Okay? Because it's already been done. Okay? Because what happened with all the ICE stuff? You had all these people working in the farms and everything else, you know, and they come into those places of employment, those plantations, and you had nobody showing up because they didn't want to get arrested and deported, or basically torn off a goddamn cargo ship into the sea. So this man is taking away every single aspect of your life. He wants you to suffer. He wants you to die, man. Okay? And now y'all about to find out the hard way, man. Okay? Because this devil has a plan, and trust and believe he ain't losing no sleep until he hopes he gets it accomplished. So Abba Nawar Ratazah, man, I hope and I pray that this was edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akion Wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just gonna say, Kol Holayim La, Abba Nawar Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakat Kwadash. Wathawada Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakat Kwadash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. Adawan Ratazah, into the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.